Today I'm watching Goosebumps Season 2, Episode 10. The previous episode was all about these ghosts, so I'm very curious to see where this episode's gonna go. I'm really enjoying the series so far. There's definitely been some episodes that have been better than others, but this definitely would have terrified me if I would have watched it when I was younger, so it's interesting to watch it now as an adult. I'm also watching Are You Afraid of the Dark? You can check out those reaction videos as well. I know both of these shows kind of came out around the same time. I'm still relatively new to horror and scary TV shows. I only started watching it recently within the past, 3 years. So there's still definitely lots more to explore. So I'm very excited to continue watching. I really like the anthology style for the episodes, and the child acting has been decent overall. Definitely some episodes better than others, but it's always tricky when you're working with younger actors, but overall I'd say they've done a great job. So thank you so much for sharing and this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
So while my parents went looking for a new house, they decided to dump me at my great Aunt Catherine's place.
Always dumped with a relative. That seems to be the ongoing theme.
Catherine's so weird. Oh, she's not weird.
Oh, she's eccentric.
She smells like mothballs. She's always making those really gross sugar cookies.
Hey, I thought you liked those.
They taste like kitty litter.
Ew.
Trigger has to stay outside the whole time.
Oh, poor dog.
She's always sneaking around, like she's hiding something.
That's ridiculous. She's a perfectly nice, slightly eccentric woman.
As she creeps from the window. Dun 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 dun. With the cobwebs, you can't even walk in. Oh my gosh. That looks like a circle used to summon something horrible. And what is she hiding in here exactly? Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Andy.
Oh, Trigger!
He's like, I'll be taking this, thank you.
That dumb dog will eat anything.
Is that an Elastic Boy comic? Oh.
Weird. Oh man. What does she do with these things?
Those would be for spells, I'd imagine. Ugh, all these specimen jars. Ugh.
Monster blood.
Just labeled monster blood? Okay.
What was that?
Oh, you've let it loose into a cat. Why is it always a black cat? They get such a bad rep.
Feels like rubber.
Gross. It's labeled monster blood. Why would you think this is a good thing to play with? Oh my god. She's like, here, stranger, take half of this monster blood. You seem fine.
Get back. I guess. That's her! That's Aunt Catherine's car!
Oh my god. How did this thing make it anywhere? Cheese and rice.
Evan's friends. Huh? Do you think your aunt suspected anything?
I hope not.
They're just casually playing with monster blood. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Oh god, no. I'm worried the dog's gonna eat it or something. Oh man. They're just launching monster blood into the sky. It was a cool effect though. Oh god, yep, now you've done it.
I can't believe it! You think it'll hurt him? I don't know! Trigger!
Cheese and rice. I take him to the vet and see what happens when you tell them they ate monster blood.
The one I told you not to.
No. Why?
Eat one of these.
Sugar cookie?
Those are green bricks. Oh my god, they look like they're made with monster's blood. Cheese and rice.
Evan's friend.
No way. She cannot honestly think her last name was Evan's friend. He's such a liar. Double, double, toil and trouble. Something's brewing under your bed. Of course, it's a full moon also.
Where's your monster blood? I hid it under my bed. I put mine in my closet, and when I woke up, I found this.
It's multiplied. Oh my god.
Quick, there's a bucket under the bathroom sink.
Oh god, it's so gooey.
I'm not touching this stuff.
I like how she's like conducting this invisible orchestra. It's like, what is happening?
Do you have that beast of yours in here?
No, man.
I should allergic to cats too, I'm guessing.
Better not forget my monster blood. Right.
Oh my god, it's coming out of her bike. Yeah, cheese and rice. Yeah.
Look at those footprints.
They're huge.
You don't think? Yeah, I do. It's like we've got
It's Clifford. Yeah, his dog became massive with that monster blood inside of him. Oh my god. Poor pup.
This stuff's getting worse. Tell me about it.
It's just gonna keep multiplying. Like, what is their plan here? Oh, this cat's just lurking from the background.
I think it's starting to calm down. I hope so. I wouldn't sit there if I were you.
No, he's gonna fall into it. Yeah. Oh my god, it's coming to life behind him. Oh, right in the tub. Oh my god. She tried to warn you. Is the cat controlling the monster blood somehow? This poor kid is not making it out. He got slimed.
Control! What are we gonna do? Let's get out of here now!
You just had to go into that room. Oh my gosh, look at this giant goo ball.
No, it'll slow it down. We need more.
I appreciate his effort, but there's no way that was gonna work.
I wish we never opened that stupid jar.
Too late now.
Way too late.
It's climbing up the windows. Yeah, you're gonna be surrounded, buddy. This house is gonna be taken over. Whoa! That's cool. Having it push out the window like that.
There's no cat.
Whoa! She's a witch?
My monster blood. And now, my monster blood shall meet you.
She looks so familiar, this actress.
She stepped into the monster blood. She screamed.
What is this sequence? Oh my gosh.
Then I locked it up and hoped that no one would ever find it.
Why wouldn't you just get rid of it? Why would you keep it?
Take them all. Devour and demolish them. Crush them and consume them.
Oh, she's all kinds of horrible.
Monster blood. Heavens, what was that?
Oh, it's the giant dog to the rescue. Oh my gosh. Well, she's a cat, so she hates dogs. What? She's gonna get stuck in the blood again. And she's still like got the cat-like behaviors. Oh my gosh.
Get yourself a bones. Go on, shoot.
I'm assuming they used miniatures for these shots. Let me know in the comments. Back in the blood you go. Whoa!
Are you okay? Flying makes me nervous. Don't worry. I'm sure we're gonna have a perfectly normal flight.
Why would you say that? Yeah, it's gonna be the monster blood is still in trigger, I'm assuming. I don't know how that would be digested. Oh, God. Oh, it's coming out of his suitcase. Oh my god, he's bringing it with him. Oh, it's a two-part episode. Okay, interesting. So that was my first time watching Goosebumps season 2 episode 10 about this monster blood. It's part 1 as we had, that ending with the suitcase bubbling on this flight to Atlanta, and I thought that's just how they were going to end it, because typically, Goosebumps ends with kind of a cliffhanger or some kind of twist ending, but there's more to come apparently. I was surprised there was a 2-part episode, considering we just had a 2-part episode. So yeah, let me know in the comments if this was a bigger book or if the storyline needed to be expanded more, because I feel like this was a pretty well condensed, episode. And like we had with the comic book character, I feel like they saved half the material, for the second episode. But this, it felt like, the pacing was decent. I didn't feel like they were saving anything. So I'm curious to see where this story is going to go. And I thought when they cut to the shot of the, cargo bay below, that it was going to be giant, Trigger again, or that he had thrown up some monster blood or something. But obviously a piece of it was on the clothing or something in his suitcase that had expanded. But it was an interesting episode for sure, with this, concept of Evan thinking his aunt is, a little bit off. And obviously we find out that she's been hiding the secret. And I don't know why you just wouldn't get rid of the jar. Like, why would you keep it for 30 years if you knew what it could do? But anyway, and obviously the kids, being curious. And of course they're going to go into the one room that they've been told not to, and let loose this monster blood, which was just this like green slime, which looked, very creepy. And I'm curious to find out, how they made it. It looked like Play-Doh and like gum all mixed together, just this slime concoction that was taking over everything and anything it came in contact with. And I thought when Evan fell in the bathtub that he was going to become, giant or something, because obviously he had been in contact with it, but maybe because he didn't ingest it like Trigger did, I don't know. But I thought that's where it was gonna go. Andy's character seemed a little bit strange also, because she literally just comes up to him and is like, hey, you're new here? Great, your aunt's out of town, or your aunt's away at the store? Cool, let's just show me your whole house, basically. I was like, what? Like, this kid's not concerned about inviting a stranger over, and like, I know they're also kids, but Andy was trying to open doors and get into closets, so I thought maybe there would be something about her character, because she seemed very concerned and like very interested in finding out more. But maybe she was just being nosy and wanted to, tell the other neighborhood kids what she found. I don't know. And I hate that black cats get such a bad rep in these movies and TV shows. And of course we have this black cat in this one that turns out to be Sarah Beth, this boarder who was a witch and has been stuck, in a jar, and then comes out to be a cat and is controlling the goo like through her cat mind. And of course, the aunt is allergic to animals, so she instantly knows, okay, what's going on? Like, I thought the dog was outside. And the way that this slime, this monster blood just kept, growing and growing and growing, but wasn't really taking on any form. Like, it wasn't turning into a monster. It was just the fact that they couldn't stop it from multiplying, basically. And, overnight it's getting bigger. And then as time goes on, it's just, incontrollable. And it looked like it was going to take over the whole house, basically. Like, it was pushing through the window of the door. And luckily they're able to get Sarah Beth, trapped back into this goo, but it's finding a new home on this plane. So yeah, I'm very curious to see where the next episode's gonna go, if we're gonna pick up and he's gonna be in Atlanta and, as he picks up his suitcase, it's gonna see this full of slime, or if it's gonna be on the plane. I have no idea, but it definitely looked like that suitcase was exploding and infecting everything near it, and poor Trigger is stuck barking and nobody can hear him. When the aunt brought Evan those cookies that he was not interested in at all, they looked like they were green. So I was like, she putting monster blood in the cookies? And I don't know what the aunt's like music connection had to do with anything. Like, she was just conducting orchestra to nobody, and maybe that was just so she was distracted and didn't know what Evan and Andy were up to, because she was just like, as soon as they show up, she's conducting this music, and while they're getting into trouble with the monster blood, she's conducting music. I'm like, you're not watching these kids? Like, what's going on? And she's like, but stay out of that room, don't forget about that, my one rule. I'm very curious how they did that shot. I'm assuming it would have been miniatures, but to have giant Trigger outside and to look in, like his nose was in the door, and then to have, Sarah Beth in the slime and everything. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I'm guessing, yeah, miniatures. I don't know if CGI would have been involved, but yeah, if you know about the production behind that, let me know. And I love how it turned out to be this showdown between, a dog and a cat, basically, as Trigger versus Sarah Beth, but she's in human form, but definitely still has, the cat characteristics, is like doing this and like, pretending to lick herself, and has these long nails, and even makes the symbol saying that she's gonna like kill Evan and Andy, which is horrible because, you know, they've opened this jar now and they set her loose. Also, if you come across something called monster blood, why are you playing with it? You know, like they were like, this is normal. Like, just, you know, let's separate it between the two of us. You get some and I get some and let's just play. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why is this something like it's labeled monster blood? Did you think that was like a joke so you wouldn't play with it? Like, have you ever seen a scary movie of any kind? Like, why are you just so casual about this monster blood? Overall, I thought it was an okay episode. I'm very curious to see where the story's gonna end. And yeah, let me know how accurate it is to the book. But Evan's on this flight and the fact that it cut to him like telling this story to another kid I thought was interesting because we haven't really seen anything like that. Usually it's like a hard ending and that's it, but to think of him kind of narrating the story of what just happened to another kid on the plane, so like an adult on the plane, like he's sitting next to another kid and telling the story, and you know the kid of course has to say something like, well, can't imagine if it was on board, and of course it definitely is. So yeah, I'm very curious to see where the next episode's going to pick up and how this story will end. Like I said, I feel like this was a self-contained episode, so I'm not sure where we're gonna go. And obviously the aunt played a part of this and Sarah Beth played a part of it. And now I can't imagine them being involved because he's literally leaving town. So is it just going to be him versus the slime? I'm not too sure, but thank you so much for sharing and this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and check back often for more awesome content. As she creeps from the window. Dun 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 dun. That looks like a circle used to summon something horrible. Just labeled monster blood? Okay. They're just launching monster blood into the sky. She cannot honestly think her last name was Evan's friend. Oh, it's the giant dog to the rescue!